Good morning, it's Sandy here, and I am really excited because we are kicking off something new this week. You know that we've been bringing you the weekly parenting challenge every week, which gives us all something to focus on to make our life, our family's life better. Well, we're also going to bring you every Thursday a simple strategy. And these are just that. They're simple little nuggets that you can take and use. Kind of like tips and tricks, but not always quite that much work. Sometimes it's just about changing a mindset on something. So we're going to do this for you in the Mighty Parenting group here on Facebook every Thursday. And so you'll get these posted here. And then we'll see how long it takes us, but within a day or two, we'll also take those videos and put them on our mightyparentingtv.com, which is our YouTube channel. And so you'll be able to catch them there if you wanted to share it with somebody who maybe isn't part of our Mighty Parenting group. Although if they're not, invite them in. We'd love to have as many parents as we can in here so that we can get more ideas, share more tips, strategies from things that you found that work in your life. We love the conversation that is going on, and we love the way that you guys are sharing things that you've learned or that you've struggled with, because that helps all of us. So today, our simple strategy for the very first one is stop adding one more thing. This is a little reminder that I try to give myself in many different areas of my life. It's something I discovered when I first started coaching women, is common to parents everywhere, and especially to moms. But we always are just adding one more thing. You're getting ready to leave and to walk out the door, and you got to grab just one more thing, or you have to get just one more item to bring for the kids, or you're going to just put one more dish in the dishwasher so that when you come home, you don't have the dirty dishes to come home to. You're going to, just go put on, earrings, or whatever it is. You'll be there, and you'll be ready to go. You could leave the house, but you decide to do just one more thing. And doing that one more thing then suddenly makes you late, or it makes you stressed because now you're rushing instead of just being standing there and ready to go. And it actually ties in, sometimes I find that it actually ties into last week's parenting challenge, which we were talking about for the kids, of letting them be bored. But I think we're so used to running so fast that there we are, we're standing there and we're ready to go. And it's like, oh, okay, I got 2 more minutes, or I've got 3 minutes. I can do something. I need to do something. I should do something. But maybe you can just stand there and maybe be bored for a couple minutes or 3 minutes. But yeah, that adding one more thing is something that can make us late. Adding one more thing happens in other ways. It happens when maybe you're making your to-do list and you're looking at the list and you're going, well, that doesn't seem like all that much. I'll add just one more thing. And I'll add just one more thing. And the next thing you know is you look at the to-do list and you keep adding one more thing until the time when you look at it, you actually feel overwhelmed. So when you figure out what really needs to be done, what's very important, stop. If it's a short list, fine. After you have finished that list, then you can decide what you want to do with your day or your life. Because maybe you'll get that list done in the next 2 hours. Maybe you'll get it done by 3 p.m, and maybe something else happens. Maybe something on the list takes longer than you thought. Maybe life happens and you get interrupted and you can't finish everything like you thought you were going to finish it. So stop adding just one more thing. Let yourself actually finish the list and enjoy that accomplishment and that feeling of, wow, I actually finished a daily to-do list or a weekly to-do list or whatever. But stop adding just one more thing. There's so many places that this can come into your life. So what I'm thinking is kind of a good guide for utilizing this simple strategy is in a moment where you feel rushed or stressed or overwhelmed, that is an indicator to say, am I adding one more thing? This was something that, I mean, I still have it happen periodically, don't get me wrong, but this was actually a real struggle for me when my kids were little. And it was interesting because my daughter's preschool teacher never wore a watch. And I used to substitute at her school. I was a substitute teacher. And so when I was in the preschool with her and we're out on the playground one day for break time, and I asked her about it, I'm like, how on earth do you know when we need to go back in if you're not wearing a watch? Because I wore a watch. I wore a watch and I watched that watch. And I knew, again, if I had 2 minutes, I needed to do something. I had time to add one more thing. So I was talking to her about it, and she told me the story of how she got rid of the watch. And boiled down, it was that she was doing that. She found herself watching her watch all the time and felt like she was missing out on life because she was so busy watching her watch and letting time run her life. So she decided to just take it off. After I had that conversation with her, I did the same thing. I got rid of, not right away, but I got rid of my watch, and it is, oh my goodness, 15, 16 years later, and I still don't wear a watch. Now, you know, I could say that I don't wear a watch, but I carry this with me everywhere, which has the time on it, but it is still different. I have to dig it out of my purse or my pocket, or I would have to go find it in the house and whatever. It takes a little effort to see what time it is, and so it stops me from adding just one more thing. It stops me from cramming in 1 or 2 minutes of work, or, and I say work, I mean that in the sense of any kind of work in our life, tasks. And that makes a big difference. That eases up on life. And so now if I'm getting ready to go somewhere, I'm going to get completely ready to go. And then, you know, I'm not going to be staring at my watch, so I'm going to leave instead of doing one more thing. So take a look. Just, you know, take a look at your life. I'm not telling you need to give up your watch. That was just a tool that someone else shared with me that worked for me. I know some other people have done it. You know, I've had a coaching client or two who've tried that. Some liked it, some didn't. And it's not like it's some hard and fast rule, but stop adding one more thing. Stop trying to cram in another bit of work. Stop trying to put another thing into your day. Stop trying to make yourself do one more thing. And I would love to hear about your thoughts on this, you know, maybe places that you see this happening in your life or experiences you've had with it. If you have ways that you have learned to stop doing this, put them in the comments below. We definitely want to hear what's happened with you. If it's something you never thought about or never dealt with before, take a look at it. See how adding one more thing might be taking away from the joy in your life, and try it. You know, give yourself some time to stop adding one more thing, and then come back and put a comment below to let me know how that went for you and what it did for you in your life. And if you're trying to do it and you have a challenge with it and something's not working, put that in there. Ask a question. You know, I'm happy to share my thoughts. Other people in the group will share theirs, and together we can help you to move on, move forward, and leave that stress-inducing habit behind you. So until next Thursday, this is Sandy Fowler saying enjoy your simple strategy.